Hello, this is Joe, also known as Ari Cardex, with a video and audio commentary walkthrough. This is actually the third echelon headquarters mission for Splinter Cell Conviction. I've been getting a lot of requests to help my friends with this, so I figure most people will probably need a lot of help with this mission. I do agree it is one of the harder missions, especially towards the end, not counting the whole, Sam Fisher goes berserk thing and auto marks everyone. So this is the beginning of the mission. You do not want to run in the direction that Sam is facing, first of all, seeing as how there's a spotlight there and that'll instantly spot you, and if you get spotted in this mission, it will be game over. For the loadout, I am going out with for the pistol, a fully stocked up 5.7 and an MPK5. That is also silenced. I almost get spotted, so I duck behind the motorcycle there. You hop up here, and there have been many instances, especially on my first playthrough, that had just one guard here. But for this walkthrough, there were two, so I had to think of how would be the best way to take them out. My best approach was to mark them both just in case, and then death from above on top of one, and just melee the other one. So yeah, you want to make sure not to make a lot of noise, and open the door and then immediately take cover, by the way. And you'll want to hop over this barrier. Don't even try to go past the camera field. There will always be two guards that are just separating as you're entering over this ledge. You'll want to make sure that guard that is facing my back is not shining his light up at the pillar. Then you'll want to make sure that he walks away, and make sure you take him as a human shield. You'll do that because, one, you will not make a lot of noise, and you will also not leave the body in the light. You don't have to really worry about cameras all too much in this little bit of an area. You mainly have to worry about the guards seeing you in the light. I'm just trying to make my way fast over here. Now this next part is a little tricky, and I didn't make it that easy as well with the whole video part. I got a little bit confused. I forgot that you had to arm two C4s, so I'm sitting here just dancing in front of the elevator, almost risking getting caught. What I always did is I always shot out this light right here, and that always, gave me great cover, just so I can actually get over here. I always shot out that light as well. Yeah, it may trigger the guard off, but it actually gets him out of his one position, which will ultimately always get you spotted. Now, again, you'll want to take him as a human shield. Now, one thing that I really like about this Splinter Cell is they actually randomize the AI in which they patrol. So yeah, you can just throw him anywhere. No other guards will actually find him if you throw him actually in front of the cars or in the back of the port. Now here's where I was talking about where I, try to get inside the elevator too early. But yeah, so I go back out thinking, okay, so I forgot a key card off of one of the guards. Then I couldn't remember where I had a key card. So just for good measure, this guy actually was about to go spot the guard I just killed. So I took him as a human shield. Evaded that spotlight, by the way. Because, again, any spotlight, any camera detection, which the spotlights are actually very good detection meters, they will trigger a game over, and you'll have to start from the very beginning of the mission again until you get into the elevator. Now, I try again to go into the elevator, forgetting that I need to do the other C4 plant, so yeah. By the way, also, while I'm doing the little spiel, then I figure out that I have the other C4 to get. If you like this audio and video commentary for a walkthrough, please leave a comment in the messages below. Send me a private message requesting any other games for walkthroughs that you'd like. So, you'll want to plant the C4. You won't have to really worry too much about resistance on your way back down. But just in case, I took the extra precaution to sneak on this part. Now, since I wasted a lot of time, I almost got caught there, but yeah, this guy wins Guard of the Year award. Anyway, So now you're going to see a little bit of a, kind of cutscene loading time. Um, Now this next part, you are actually able to go all guns free. No more having to worry about a alarm sounding and it'll be game over. You're actually able to just go through normally how you'd want to. For this walkthrough, I mainly went stealthy as much as I could. I did get spotted once, I believe. But yes, that will be in part 2. I decided I was only going to get the parking garage because that was where a lot of people had trouble. But I chose to capture the entire mission, which is about, almost a half hour long. So, yeah, we're coming up here to the part 2. Yeah, just click on the next video and you'll be there.
I'm sorry. We're closing the office early for some routine maintenance. Please try again tomorrow. Thank you. I'm sorry, sir, but I'm afraid the office is closed for the evening.
I'm here to see Tom Reed.
Mr. Reed is currently unavailable, but if you'd like to make an appointment, Mr.
Man, her hair is wonderful today. I'll tell you what. Okay, so before we wrap up this part, I'll help you through this a little bit. So yeah, you'll need to kind of be fast, but also be very lethal, as you'll need to take out armed guards. Again, alarms do not end the game, or end your play this time around. So yeah, you cannot go through the gates, or the doors. You have to go underneath the clearance gates. You can mark these two with taking out that guard there in the beginning. If he does not see you after the first initial warning sign of being detected, then you should be able to take him out and get a few marks. Yeah, every time I've always cut that gate pretty close. Yeah, right at first that door is actually restricted, but we'll be coming back here.
Got it.
Sorry if I have, like, sniffing problems. I'm getting over a little bit of a cold. So, instead of, like, trying to sneak around all the guards, even if you go cover to cover, they will all spot you. You'll want to jump up on top of this little platform up here, watching over the desks. And dropping down, since their patterns for patrols are not very correct, per se, it's kind of hard to tell you where exactly to drop down. But if you do mark a lot of the enemies at first, you'll be able to actually successfully take them all out within one go. I think this is one of the only times I'm actually spotted, besides the time fighting the Spec Ops troops. But yeah, so there's 1, 2, and you'll probably hear my phone now ringing in the background. You can take this guy out here. I actually took him as a human shield only to take out these other 2 guards. Yeah, this was the only time I think I was actually fully spotted by these guards. Other than that, it was a brief detect. Which, for those of you who don't know what the brief detects are, it is where you actually see the red flash for the detection ring. But it is not a full detect where they will alert the other guards, and they will not start shooting at your last known position. So, inside that server room is where you want to be, and at this point it does start to feel like you are going in a big circle. Make sure you go cover to cover at that point, but don't go too far onto that cover, else you'll be spotted by the camera. Once again, go up here to the platform, and you'll want to go over here to this far end corner and drop down. Immediately take cover, because that guard there will be searching in between every desk. And right there is a brief detect, meaning he did not fully see me, he only seen a little bit of me. And you'll want to drop down into the shadowy area at the far end on the left hand side. This ends up part 1, continue on to part 2 for the rest of it.
Some of us have to join Colonel Reed for the